Joe Montana, commonly referred to as Banana Joe, is a radio personality who currently resides in Los Angeles. Career: Montana started in radio when he was 13, when he set up his own radio station in his Pittston Par basement, kicking off the first FM station to play top 40 hits, and become number 1 WHYI-FM 100, Miami. Joe was contacted by his longtime mentor, Jay Cook, who was then program director at WFIL, Philadelphia, and who helped form and become president of Gannett Radio. After Jay called Joe in Miami, seeing a 25% share of listeners during Joe's show on an FM station, Joe then went on to WFIL to replace George Michael at age 19, when George left to go WABC in New York. Banana Joe became Air Personality of the Year in 1980 at KHJ, Los Angeles, and was the co-owner of WTLQ, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton and WHTF, Harrisburg, York, leading them from the bottom of the ratings to the top. After returning to Wilkes-Barre, Joe formed an investment group to buy WTLQ-FM, and WHTF, Harrisburg, Lancaster, York, Par, and employed the legendary Michael Sarchinsky, who was Joe's inspiration at King's College, Wilkes-Barre. Joe was also instrumental in the late 70s, early 80s comeback of the legendary 93 KHJ, Los Angeles, beating all of the FM stereo competition as PM Drive and APD. After moving back to LA in 1988, in 1991 he premiered the Banana Joe Flashback Show on KIIS-FM, which for over 5 years was a huge success as the first retro 70s-80s based music show on Top 40. Joe also became national programming marketing director for Premier Radio Networks, helping them to grow into one of the largest radio networks in the USA. He acted in films such as Mulholland Falls and An Oasis in Manhattan. He then moved to Denver on Big Dog 92.5 KZDG, where he launched the country station owned by Premier. After that, Joe rejoined his mentor Jay Cook, former president of Gannett Radio, as VP programming at Gannett's Tampa stations. He later moved to Dallas to host a top-rated morning show on KTXQ, Magic 102 FM, which specialized in jammin' oldies. From Dallas, Banana Joe also did mornings via satellite for sister stations WOCL, Orlando, and KHYL, Sacramento. Finally he moved to another oldies station, K-Earth 101 in Los Angeles, and later created a talk show, The Joe Zone, on CBS station KLSX-FM. Banana Joe is currently the owner-operator of www.flashback40.com, an online radio station that features hits of the 70s, 80s, and 90s in pop, R&B, rock and dance music. www.flashback40.com recently went back on the air in conjunction with the Live 365 networks. He also consults radio stations on talent and programming development, and provides radio affiliate marketing consultation and voiceover services as well through his company Banana Joe Radio.